What's up, it's me Josh, your Tuesday here on SDK, and this week is Getting to Know You Week, so I thought I'd do a draw of my life since I've never done one of those. So yeah, let's get started. I was born March 11th, 1994, very cold winter. My parents named me Joshua John, and my last name is Sobo. A lot of people don't know that. Little known fact, I go by Sobo because it's easier to pronounce. I was born and lived with my mom and my dad, and I had 4 older siblings, April, RJ, Kyle, and Jesse. I was the 5th child, and it was really cool. I have a big family, and I like it a lot. And after I was born, my parents, soon after, had my sister Jill, and then after that, they had Olivia, and then after that, my little sister Jewel. So there's 8 of us all together, plus my parents, which is 10. Big family, I know, yes. I grew up in the wonderful state of New Jersey. That doesn't look like New Jersey. That looks like a weird, morphed up thing. Northern New Jersey. I love it here. It's a great state. People say bad things, but it's pretty cool. I grew up in a pretty tiny house. Not really tiny, but compared to most people living with 9 other people, it was tiny, I guess. Here's a little comparison drawing. My little tiny house right there, and all the big houses. Even though it's not that tiny, but it's tiny enough. In my house, fun fact, I was homeschooled for the first, 8 grades, from pre-K all the way up until 8th grade. Before high school, I was homeschooled. It was weird. I liked it. I got to do cool things like ice skating. Those are like activities that homeschool people do. I went ice skating once a week in the wintertime, and that's how I had friends. I went ice skating, and I played softball, and I played baseball. Baseball was my sport for the longest time. I played for like 7 years, and I really enjoyed it. So that was a big part of my life growing up. Through homeschooling, I got to do a lot of different things, and I met my friend Dave, and Dave and I started making videos, which is how I kind of, got really started. I made a video called Johnny Blonde, which was a superhero movie where I was Johnny Blonde and I saved the world from an evil villain that threw tennis balls at people. And this is in the 4th grade, and that's really what got me interested in, making videos and in photography and all things that relate to cameras and acting and being funny for the internet. So after that, I kind of just got really obsessed with all that jazz, and it was awesome. And I've never really stopped since then. And in like the 8th grade, I found YouTube, so that was cool. So after we made Johnny Blonde, Dave and I started getting obsessed even more and more with making videos, and we started making these weird comedy sketches that are not on YouTube anymore because they're so weird. I don't even like to show them to anyone. For some reason, every one, we always ended up wearing mustaches. I don't know what the obsession was with mustaches. I was always Dave's dad, and we'd make mustaches out of paper and Sharpies and tape, and it was fun. Those are some of the best video making memories I have. Up until Dave had to move to Florida a few years back. That doesn't look like Florida, it looks like Italy, but there we go. That's better. And we had to stop making videos for obvious reasons. 1,000 miles is kind of a far distance to commute. But then I found another guy. I was at my youth group one week, and I found this kid that played the drums. Interesting fellow. He made raps about mayonnaise, and that was cool. So we made a video where we went to the mall and dressed up as Mario characters, and then after that we made countless raps, which you can see here. I think I wrote all of them out. Just raps on raps on raps. And then after that, a few years later, we went to something called Playlist Live in Florida. That doesn't look like Florida once again. I don't know why I put question marks around it. Probably because it doesn't look like Florida. And while I was there, I went to this awesome little dance gig. Everyone was dancing at this party. And I'm like tearing it up on the dance floor. I get passionate when I dance. And I met this other kid that was tearing it up with blonde hair. And he was an awesome dancer. For a white kid with blonde hair, I was very impressed. And his name was Joey Gatto. And interesting guy. I gave him a Twitter shout out that night because I thought he was so cool, which is funny. I just remembered that right now. And then one day after that, we became friends. And one day we were on a train together going to New York City with Josh to film a video. And Joey told me he wanted to start a collab channel, and he wanted me to be involved. And that got me really excited because I always wanted to be a part of a collab channel. And I guess you could say that after that, the rest was kind of history. I don't know how to write SDK there. SDK or die. And yeah, I became part of SDK and I got hooked. It's the best. Probably one of the best things that's happened on YouTube in a while. If you know about the YouTube game, we kind of changed the face of the game with Joe Santagato joining, because he was never a YouTuber. And then we changed him from his bad ways and made him into a pretty YouTube boy that wears beanies and sleeveless shirts. So it's pretty much a beautiful story, if you ask me. Here's my replications of each member of SDK. Ryan has an extremely long torso for some reason in this drawing. He looks like a pyramid. And once again, I spelled SDK wrong. Oh boy. And yeah, SDK, lots of little hearts because we love each other in a totally not gay way. We're bros. It's not like that, I swear. And as a result of, SDK and making videos, I just really got even more passionate about like photography and making videos. I post really annoying Instagrams because they're like not just regular pictures. I have to like put way too much work in it and annoys all my friends. So yeah, because of YouTube, I got even more obsessed with this kind of stuff. And I love it. I love every minute of it. So thank you all for being a fan and for watching. It means a whole lot. I wrote thank you in 2 languages, English and Spanish. I'm fluent in 2 languages here. But seriously, thank you guys all for watching. It means so much. I can't even say in a 10-minute video how much it means. So yeah, I'm just really happy. YouTube makes me happy, and you guys make me happy. So thank you. Thank you for watching as well. And have a great night, guys. I hope my my life lived up to your expectations, because my life, I guess, is all right. It's pretty interesting, but drawing it out made me realize that I need to do more exciting things, because I don't know, I want to go climb a mountain or something now. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and have a great day. Also watch Jonah's video tomorrow, because he says he gets deep in it, and I'm excited to see how deep he really gets. So yeah.